Hey everybody, Dr. Colleen Sierra here, licensed clinical psychologist and founder and executive director of Sierra Center for Behavioral Health. Happy Thursday. I wanted to come on and talk about the Illinois reopening. Everybody is abuzz with Pritzker's 5-stage model and, are we going to be in phase 3 and that's what it's looking like, et cetera, et cetera. So I wanted to come on and talk about that for a second because people are going to have a wide array of reactions and behavioral responses to that, not to mention emotional responses to that. So, a couple of things that I wanted to share if you are experiencing like reopening anxiety or reopening judgment. Because just because the state is starting to reopen doesn't mean you have to reopen if you don't want to, right? So if you're not comfortable going to outdoor restaurants or outdoor concerts or whatever it is, you don't have to. But with this reopening is going to come probably a lot of internal pressure, external pressure, more judgment, hostility, and criticism. And so I just wanted to come on and say, you don't have to go and do all these things just because you're able. And you also don't have to hate on or criticize all the people that do want to go to an outdoor restaurant or do want to go to hear music in the park. Right? Like everybody's got different levels of comfort around this stuff. And we're all going to be experiencing a lot of decisions we have to make and all of the self-doubt and anxiety and hostility and criticism of others people's choices that comes with that. So 3 things you can do if you're experiencing anxiety about Illinois reopening, self-doubt about Illinois reopening, or lots of judgment and criticism about other people's choices as it relates to Illinois reopening. 3 things. The first is get off social media. You don't have to close your profile or your account. Just take a little hiatus. Whenever we're really comparing our behavior decisions to other people's behavior decisions or lives or whatever, it's usually an indication that we've been on social media too much. And we're all guilty of that right now with quarantine. So this might be a time to just take a break, take a day off, take a weekend off, take a week, take a month. Just take some space from social media so that you're not constantly inundated with other people's choices and behavior, and you have less things to compare your own life choices and behavior to. So that's the first one. Get off social media, take a break. The second one is get centered. If you're really starting to question your own decisions, if you're really starting to question other people's decisions, take a minute to get centered. And that can be whatever helps you get centered. That can be mindfulness, meditation, yoga. It can also be playing with your kids, reading a book, going to exercise. Do whatever you need to do to feel centered, to feel grounded, to feel less reactive. So get centered. And the third is then really take a minute to think about your own decisions. So maybe you want to go and talk to yourself somewhere. I do a lot of that. Maybe you want to journal. Maybe it's time to sit down with your partner. But once you're in a more grounded headspace, take some time to actually reflect on your decisions and ask yourself, do these decisions, are they reflective of my values? Are they reflective of my comfort levels? Am I coping in a way where I'm just being avoidant and I actually do need to push myself to get out there a little bit in safe and responsible ways? Or is this exactly where I feel like I need to be and this makes me feel safe and comfortable? These are all good things to ask yourself and be curious about. So just wanted to come on and remind you guys of those things as Illinois reopens and you're having lots of emotional reactions about your own choices and other people's. Get off of social media, get grounded, and then actually really think and self-reflect about if you feel comfortable with your decisions. All right, something to think about. Thanks.